Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10, coming to you live from Lagos. A reminder of our major stories. Acting President Yemi Osinbajo reads Riot Act to banks and financial institutions who engage in illicit financial flows. House of Representatives holds public hearing on alleged theft of $17 billion in crude oil and gas resources from the country. Bakassi community leader raises alarm over diversion of relief materials meant for IDPs rendered homeless by fire. And several Arab states, led by Saudi Arabia, sever ties with Qatar over support for terrorism. Now, for more on our top stories and others, please visit our website, channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. Log on to mchannelstv.com to watch us on your mobile device, or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. The Channels TV and Channels 24 app will give you access to news and updates. You'll also have access to the Eyewitness feature, with which you can share those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu, and then follow the instructions. And now to some of the pictures you sent in. First is this one of a fallen electric pole in the Ijegun area of Lagos State. Our Eyewitness reporter is shocked that the authorities concerned have ignored this, especially during this rainy season. Our next picture is from Ota in Ogun State, which is of a flooded road, which our Eyewitness reporter says is causing residents hardship. Next is this image from Port Harcourt, the River State capital, where our Eyewitness reporter is calling on the authorities to investigate the contractor responsible for reconstructing the road and drainage system, which is alleged to have been recently completed. And finally, from the Mokwa-Bokani Road in Kaduna State is this collapsed bridge, which crashed due to heavy flood. Our Eyewitness reporter wants the state government to ensure contractors are scrutinized before awarding them projects. And that's all we have for you tonight. Thank you for the pictures, and do keep them coming. Today is the World Environment Day, a day which provides an opportunity to take stock of achievements attained in overcoming the daunting environmental challenges. The theme for the year's celebration is connecting people to nature. Our correspondent, Ayola Kazim, reports on some of the events to mark the day.
Simply planting vegetables and proper disposal of waste are some of the activities environmentalists are asking everyone to engage in as the world marks the World Environment Day. A day set aside to stimulate awareness on the environment and enhance political attention and public action. The Lagos State Zonal Office of the Federal Ministry of Environment, on its part, focuses on children and the impact their knowledge can make on the environment.
We've seen that the older generation have disconnected, and it may not be easy to reconnect them back, but if we're able to catch these ones young and orientate them in the right way so that they don't just even get disconnected, it will be better for us.
To deliver this public lecture.
Kusam Azam, a diver in Lagos, talks about the impact of human activities on water bodies at an event organized by the Society for Environmental Toxicology and Pollution Mitigation at the University of Lagos.
With ad hoc fishing, commercial fishing, and with the pollution coming out of our estuaries, that means like Lagos Lagoon, down in the rivers area, from our neighbors in Ghana, in Benin Republic, with all that garbage being pumped out to sea, our waters are losing their appeal to the migratory fish.
The negative effects of abusing nature, such as erosion and desertification, are becoming more rampant. So environmentalists are asking all to do more.
Every citizen of Nigeria has to come on board to create the awareness, to join the campaign for a clean environment. We are just doing our bit. We need everyone to come on board. It's not just for the environmentalists. This is not just for because when you have the impact, it's going to affect everyone.
The cattle areas moved down because there was no vegetation any longer in the north. Boko Haram incidents hit this country because the drying up of the Lake Chad. As the Lake Chad dried up, the youths did not have any jobs to do, so they were easy fodder to be recruited into an insurgent group. Therefore, these are the issues which we need to reverse.
The overarching message of today is that if nothing is done to protect nature, it will take care of itself, but the cost will definitely be too much for man to bear. Ayola Kasim reporting for Channels Television News.
Time now to move on to Abuja, where Maokwe Ogo is on standby for tonight. Hi, Maokwe.
Hello, Ladi. It's great to have you back. Well, here in Abuja, a magistrate court sitting in Abuja has granted bail to Ahmed Echoda, who's facing trial for allegedly giving false information on Senator Ike Ekweremadu. Echoda was charged to court for allegedly misleading the police into raiding the guest house of the Deputy President of the Senate on May the 26th. The defendant, who pleaded not guilty to a one-count charge, is granted bail in the sum of 500,000 naira with one surety, who must be someone of reasonable character and has a verifiable address in the Federal Capital Territory. Hearing in the case has been adjourned to the 20th of July this year.
The conditions of the bail is that someone living within the jurisdiction of the court should surety him. The person must have a reasonable address, and the address is going to be verified by the prosecutor. So he has been granted bail in line with the law. The bail sum is 500,000. That is the amount that will be submitted to court if the surety refuses to secure his attendant anytime he is required in the court. So it is in the interest of justice and in line with the constitutional provisions, because Section 35 of the 1999 Constitution, as amended, stipulates that the defendant or the accused is innocent until the contrary is proved.
Staying in the court, a federal high court sitting in Lagos has continued trial in the case of alleged fraud and money laundering brought against the former governor of Abia State, Orji Kalu. Justice Mohammed Idris listened to the testimony of a fourth prosecution witness, Romanus Madu, who denied authoring a statement requesting for a 30.8 million naira bank draft in 2005. Attempt by the EFCC counsel, Rotimi Jacobs, to extract further evidence from the witness on similar withdrawals were, however, opposed by the defense lawyers. In his submissions, Orji Kalu's lawyer, Eyewitness Kalu, argued that the witness cannot be asked to compare signatures of persons he claimed he did not know. After listening to the arguments, Justice Idris adjourned till Tuesday, June 6, for a ruling.
The same person wrote that application for the other draft, and I say, look at the difference, look at the handwriting which they say you are the one that wrote with the other ones, and give your own view about, are you the one that wrote all those things? So, and there was an objection as to whether you can give evidence as to the other application, which was alleged to be in his handwriting.
The legal challenge is about the line of questioning. We object to it because there is a procedure for asking and answering questions. When that line of questioning infringes the legal procedure for trial of a defendant in a criminal matter, you have a right to raise an objection. And the judge considers the objection valid enough to warrant an investigation of the law.
We're talking politics now. Some of Nigeria's frontline politicians have come together to form a new political party called the Advanced People's Democratic Alliance. It appears their main target is to wrest power from the ruling party in the 2019 general election. Former chairman of the Labour Party, Dan Nwayawu, leads other prominent politicians who believe their new political party will focus on improving the welfare of women and youths in the country. The interim national chairman of the party, Shitu Kabiru, says the party represents a fresh platform for a new generation of Nigerians.
We want to assure Nigerians that we will not only return all our steel plants to service, we will equally establish the mines to produce the raw materials for steel making. We will not dwell on agriculture as a study of plants and animals. We will focus on food production that will be supported by locally grown and developed technology. We will retool our education system on clear principles of skill by establishing technical colleges and make research and development the fulcrum of the new Nigeria.
We are working to make Nigeria great, to make Nigeria one, and to make Nigeria come of economic development. That is our aim. And whoever party that want to join us, we are ready for them. But that we are similar to a political party, no. We have no similarity with any political party.
The Senate President, Bukola Saraki, says the National Assembly has passed some strategic economic bills and benefited immensely from engaging and collaborating with the private sector. The presiding officer of the Senate said this during the meeting of the National Assembly Business Environment Roundtable, which held in the National Assembly. The roundtable, which was created for the legislature and the private sector to work together to improve Nigeria's business environment, commenced work last year. The Deputy Speaker, Representative Lasun Yusuf, also added that Nigeria must incorporate science in its drive for development.
Make no mistake, be it public or private, domestic or foreign, small or large, for us to grow investment and promote doing business in Nigeria, a sound, transparent, well thought out, predictable legal and regulatory and institutional regime that protects investment is an imperative. Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, honorable members, invited guests, there is a wise saying that who wears the shoes know where he pinches. The implication today is that with the support and initiative by the private sector in collaboration with us, we'll be able to do laws and make laws that are mostly products of an evidence-based approach to determine best practices.
Development is defined as long-term investments backed up by scientific innovation. We are discussing development as if science does not have a role to play, whereas if you look at the development of developed countries, you can only do that by adding scientific innovation to your productive manufacturing and the service state of the economy.
When the News at 10 returns, oil giant Shell Petroleum commissions marine and offshore engineering facility in partnership with River State University in Port Harcourt, plus business news. Please stay with us.